Every week, the contestants will be put through innovative business challenges where they'll compete for $100,000 in cash and prizes. Only one can take it all, and it's up to you at home to click and vote for your favorite. Welcome to The Interview Season 2.
Last week's challenge saw both teams raise awareness for the Allied Health Center. They were tasked with booking appointments in each of the disciplines offered by Allied, and with each confirmed appointment, they received a donation. It was Team Dynamic who secured the most bookings. However, since both teams raised a combined total of $33,376, all 6 contestants were safe from elimination.
This week's business partner is the Canadian Red Cross. And today I'd like to introduce Norm Jakubowski, who's going to inform you a little bit about Pink Shirt Day.
We want to raise as much awareness on the issue of bullying as we possibly can, from corner to corner, border to border.
Your task is to sell these shirts for as much as you possibly can to raise money for the Imagine No Bullies campaign. Now, that's only phase 1. Kyla?
We want you guys to draw as much public awareness on the Imagine No Bullies campaign as possible. So Thursday and Friday, we want you guys to set up your own rallies in as many schools as possible and get the word out to those students. The second part of this challenge, you will design and execute a public forum or a rally raising awareness for the Saskatchewan Red Cross Imagine No Bullies campaign that'll take place on Saturday from 2 to 3 p.m.
Team Dynamic will be Ryan, Tiffany, Carrie. Team Tyrad will be Lori, Yaya, and Alex. You've got a large task in front of you. We're going to paint this province pink. Good luck to you all, and sell some shirts.
With only days to prepare, the teams must work quickly to find and get permission to speak at local schools and organize their rally on Saturday to raise awareness for Pink Shirt Day. No one here has won the competition yet. There's still room for improvement, and there's still more to be done before someone does win.
First, we're trying to get into the school. We're also simultaneously working on a presentation and also working on selling the shirts.
While working with the Red Cross, our purpose of this presentation is to create bully awareness throughout Regina and the communities of Saskatchewan.
Our strategy, I think, is just to, at this point, keep it together, try to go for some bigger sales. We've been trying to brainstorm, and I think we're just going to try to keep working with different schools, trying to get teachers that we know may be involved.
It's something that can't be taken lightly. We're going to need your help. We're in a tight time frame. Red Cross, bullying, something like that, you know what I mean?
You send out these things into the world and you hope that everything kind of comes back to you and that other people start buying in to what you're doing and that you're really connecting with people on a level of really trying to make a difference.
I don't think we necessarily defined a team leader for this challenge. I think Yaya kind of stepped up a little bit more than everybody else just because this is kind of her alley. She knows the people.
Good so far, just, gotta hustle. We're looking to sell some t-shirts this week.
Every time something was brought up, it was, oh, I'll call someone, and she was like on the phone, which is good if you can execute 100%, but I mean, I guess I can speak up, but with such limited time, there's no point starting a fight.
I know Brooks had discussed you don't necessarily need a leader, but you probably should have somebody that is just sort of planning things and, between Lori and I, we just kind of naturally, I think, worked really well together.
My good friend Heather is generous enough to let us in her classroom on very, very short notice to give a presentation about Imagine No Bullies and just bring some awareness to these kids.
It would have been nicer to have more organization time, but like the whole competition, everything's got a time crunch.
We planned a skit because, it's always nicer to get the kids involved and for them to really take part, and, you always learn better hands-on.
In this scenario, who was she? The bully.
And we brought pink shirts for everyone, so I think it really went well.
We put as much effort into it as we could. We just wanted to make sure we had interaction with the kids and they were actually wanted to be there instead of just sitting through it.
We connected with them, and you know, we brought rewards, we brought treats for everyone, so it's always nice to have that incentive.
Yeah, I really wish we could have done more in one school.
So we were limited for time, which is not an excuse, but at the end of the day, we still have to pay bills, and I'm sure Rockbridge understands.
I am Ryan Bender, and we are here to talk to you about bullying. So pretty much what we're doing is we're in a competition, which we are trying to raise as much money as we can for a bullying campaign, which is called the Imagine No Bullies campaign, put on through the Red Cross. So when you think of bullying, what comes to mind with some of you guys? What do you guys think?
Hurt feelings.
Hurtful feelings, yes.
Our first class was a grade 6 class that also had their grade 2 reading partners in there. So it was more of a, you know, we did a pretty interactive mix, but you have very little kids asking and commenting, and then, you know, some of the older stuff too. So
when I was bullied a lot in high school by a group of girls that liked to talk about me, they were actually my friends, so-called friends. And for a long time, I was really shy and didn't want to stand out. And being a part of the interview, I saw it as an opportunity to really make a difference in my own life and in the lives of my kids.
We talked to 3 schools. We talked to Argyle, Arcola, and Johnson.
We have the time, we have the resources, why not share the awareness with as many people as we can?
All right, close your eyes. I want you to put up your hand if you've been bullied. Close your eyes.
Or know someone that has been.
Okay, everybody open their eyes. Leave your hand up. So just about every single person in here has either been bullied or see bully happy. And that's why we're here to talk to you.
I think it went really well. We had the kids engaged. We worked well together as a team.
I think we got our message across to the students, and hopefully they were able to take something out of it.
Be a hero, stop bullying!
Just kind of raise awareness about the Pink Shirt Day and the Red Cross Imagine No Bullies campaign. So let's try and sell as many of these darn t-shirts as we can.
I'm sure you're wondering what's going on down here today. It's a joint effort between Rockbridge Realty and the Canadian Red Cross to help raise awareness for the Imagine No Bullies campaign.
We've sold a lot of shirts already, which is awesome. I mean, people are just coming up to see what's going on, so that's been going pretty good.
Selling is going very good. We're doing awesome.
With having everyone being able to look down on us, up and down with the escalators, people walking around with the stores, we thought, oh, we could hit tons of people.
When we opened our boxes, we only saw smalls and mediums, and they couldn't find their smalls and mediums and only had large and extra large. So I approached Team Dynamic and asked, you know, why don't we pool all the resources together and the 6 of us do it at the same time as one.
Which could have been really good, but I don't think there was much team put into it as a collective, a group, and sharing ideas. And I think that's what really brought us down today.
Everybody's getting all pissy and I don't know why.
There's things that I wasn't realized till just now, like we'll get this set up if we'll share it all, that's good.
Well, what are you not realizing?
But you were thinking it was separate from the beginning. Well, Yaya and I had it out a little bit, and it was just... Don't act like you don't understand what I'm talking about.
No, I don't, so please explain to me right now.
Okay.
Are we going to be like...
I think she was a little bit upset and offended that we were more prepared and we didn't share our ideas with their team. But I couldn't get to the bottom of it, and she just got more upset.
I'm trying to understand what you're
Well, all of a sudden,
at.
okay, so it's a separate thing, but now you want to share it.
The actual selling of t-shirts is not.
No, she was saying the actual selling of t-shirts, we were going to share
I was asked... Okay, you know what, we don't have to. Like, okay. The only reason...
Well, it was just, you know, it was Carrie and Tiffany against, you know, Yaya and Lori kind of thing, and I don't really understand why it was such a big deal, like really.
It being on 2 separate teams, people still had their team in mind, even though it was supposed to be a group effort, and I think that's where it went down.
Well, how's the mood ever around Yaya? Pretty much all I can say. We were supposed to work together on this. They came to us and approached us to do it as a team thing, which we thought was a great idea. But you know, when it comes down to it, I just don't think there's ever a team with her in it.
I just think if you're going to work together as a team, then it should be discussed as a team. I guess we should have known better.
It did feel like we kind of did a little bit more of the legwork. Yeah, you booked the space, we got the people, we set everything up, we got all the mannequins up.
It is still a competition. We are still here to win. You know, each challenge I've put forth everything I can and always brought a lot to the table.
I thought that this would be way bigger and better than it turned out to be. I was hugely disappointed with what happened at the Cornwall.
All we have to do is get 10 people, even each person, to bring a couple friends, and we have a rally. But that wasn't the case. That didn't happen.
We're missing something. We didn't do this the right way, so.
Yeah, it was just breakdown after breakdown, yeah. And it all played into the overall disaster of the Cornwall Center.
Find out who has what it takes to be in the final 2 this Thursday at 8 p.m. And remember to vote for your favorite contestant every 24 hours.